Oh, hell yeah.
Why are we doing that? Like,
That's content. What are you talking
did you
about?
just put you're that flexible. What did you do? Like yoga or something?
I am actually pretty flexible. Yep.
That's awful. That was a really. How do you do it? All right. Well, let's do the backbend challenge since I didn't. Apparently, Benny did though.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna bust my ass. That I'm not gonna do.
Why?
That I'm not gonna do. Think we got. I'm okay now. I'm better now. It's been a shitty few months.
Why is that?
My cat died.
I'm sorry that happened.
Crystal, do people hate watch you?
I don't know. I think that you have been very consistent with your streaming, so
Well, that's
that's why.
true. I mean, I do have a very dedicated.
I'm not Benny says no way Jose. I think I like just seeing the gifts. It's not really the money, it's the gifts, and I get to see
That's
it.
a good.
You know.
I see what you're doing there, Crystal. That's a good business method.
The gifts are more appealing. Before he used to like just show all my DMs all the time. But honestly, he does. Don't you have a major in psychology?
Yeah, I do. I do have a bachelor's degree.
I would say lately, yes, I'll vent to Ganval, and it's really nice because he'll just let me vent kind of thing. And then he puts in his opinions on how to handle something. And I'm like, okay, let me try and take this. I'll probably have some fallbacks sometimes every now and then because we're all human. User, you're saying he was awful to Aaron, but Aaron constantly played the game, which was constantly mentioning Ganval.
Let's be real. He started it.
Aaron mentioned Ganval.
I finished it. He started it.
So Aaron, I told Aaron several times, if you don't like this man, Ganval, why do you bring him up in your no jumper interviews, all that? And this is real talk. Oh, that's cool. Congratulations. Aaron is resting in peace. He's been gone, but you have to understand, people are getting to know Ganval without the Aaron. Like, for once, it'd be nice to not have the Aaron ties.
And there's a lot more than Aaron stuff.
So what I love about Ganval's content, he actually goes after people who do really messed up things. Well, naturally, Tim, the reason why I had to mention that part is because the only reason why Ganval and I knew each other was because of him. So I'm just putting that to the side as a side note. Like,
oh my gosh, Crystal, do you remember the first, I think it was the first, what was the first video I ever saw of you talking about me, but it was like you in your house, like pacing for like 40 minutes, like let's go Ganval, like you hired someone to come and kill me, like something crazy, and like I didn't even know who you were, like I don't even know what it was.
And then I told you the situation. You're like, what is happening? You remember when you called me at like 6 a.m. one morning accusing me of swatting you, and I was like, I just had a welfare. What are you talking about?
I don't remember that. I don't. But who knows?
The reason why Ganval is on TikTok, I actually told him, let's do a TikTok.
I was invited.
Yes, he was invited. I invited Ganval. You want to know why? Because I really don't want to be around like Willies and, you know, other little people that ruin my life. So this makes more sense. You know, I never really give Ganval the upper hand.
I don't feel like I have the upper hand. I don't.
No, but you're very knowledgeable. You're very smart. You're very intelligent.
When was the last time you were live on
TikTok?
Instagram?
I was on it today for maybe very few seconds, and then I got off. But I don't really go on.
Do you still go on every once in a while, or no?
Not as much. For TikTok better. Because I like to do my makeup streams on here because it gives me time. Like, if people want to send gifts, I don't feel like I'm wasting my time online, like, with nothing. Oh, the singing and the dancing, a lot of the Koreans do that. So I kind of realize more about my culture.
Do you eat on TikTok?
Yeah.
Because I remember you used to eat on Instagram.
Yeah, I get more nervous on TikTok because of the Korean community.
Why?
Because mukbangs are very, very like popular there, and the last time they're just like, you got to slurp your noodles and stuff, and I got so nervous. I was like,
do they get on you for not being Korean enough?
No, they love me. Actually, Gamble, I think this would be a kind of cool to do, like a 1 hour, maybe a 1 hour battle, like every now and then.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Was it hard at first, like a little like up and down, a lot of ups and downs, kind of like?
It's a very slow grind, and it should be for everybody at first. And if it's not, you find that you have a lot of issues later on. Because if you just kind of start doing it, and then
So
like
better to go slow.
say the first time that I went live, I got like 500 people in a Discord the same way that I did a few months ago because of the Fusi thing. I would have had no idea how to handle any of that, and I would have been torn apart by what everybody wanted me to do. I wouldn't have been able to make my own decisions. When it comes to streaming or doing anything, there's two ways to do it. You either get lucky and go viral, or you organically grow a community. There could be a mix of both, but only one of them actually leads to something that you can fall back on.
I've gone viral and stuff, but that's not consistency.
It doesn't add up to anything.
It's just wow, that happened. Oh, so cool, but it's not consistent. So slow grinding would be more consistent. Just let it naturally happen.
Everybody has their opinion. I want to say that the majority of people seem to think that just doing the craziest shit possible in an effort to get clipped as soon as possible is the best way to do that. And I think that that's ridiculous and stupid. And it's actually those people who give me like a job. You know what I mean? It's because people do shit like that they end up videoing themselves doing these crazy things that like I get to hold them accountable for.
You just like find it entertaining because that's what you love to do, is go after those bad people that you agree with, but you'll face them and see the people that talk bad about you. You just kind of like do what Gamble likes to do, kind of thing.
If I can, I like to if I can, how do I put it? If there is a person that is getting a lot of attention, and I feel like maybe, like a lot of people probably feel like they couldn't. You used to watch Aaron, right? Aaron is not the greatest example because
a lot. It was more so I had to do a lot for him.
No, but you've seen him live enough, is what I mean. And Aaron is not the greatest example because he would respond to people a lot.
That is true. But
there were also a lot of people that would try to say stuff to him, and he would ignore them. You know what I mean? There's a disconnect where a lot of chatters feel like they can't actually say or get their point across to somebody who's live if they have a lot of viewers. And it's a personal thing for me to try to circumvent all of that. So like if Fusi is running around freaking out, yelling at his security, and there's 60,000 people watching, and he's not even
holding people accountable.
He's not even answering his manager's fucking calls on his cell phone, right? Nobody can get a hold of the dude. The dude is so caught up in his shit, you know?
Yeah. I think I get what you're saying.
Personally gratifying to try to go out of my way to be the one that disrupts that.
We're watching.
Entertaining that a lot of people try to troll people and nothing happens, but I could do it and something will happen.
I mean, you are pretty talented with that, but that's because I think you know what to say, what to prove, how to say it. I mean, you've gone to court. Several people have tried to take you into court.
It's a combination of luck, but mostly I've been doing this sort of shit for a really long time, so I know how to talk to the cops. Like I know how to.
Last night you did of how. There's a guy who got swatted, freaking out. And you're just like, man, I've dealt with this so many times, and this guy's already like, I have to move, kind of thing.
Yeah, that person that you're talking about is currently considered probably the most famous, most watched live streamer, specifically on Kick, owns like 30% of it and literally is crying because his apartment got swatted. I think that's hilarious. Not to mention that's also that same streamer doxed the girl in my server. That same streamer is the reason my kick got banned and shit like that. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, I don't have respect for those people.
My perspective lately with Gamble is if you don't want to be messed with, then don't like go be fake to him. I guess you really do put yourself out there, but so this kind of stuff that explains why people watch you like they do with the IP2 trolls, because you actually do things within morals.
I feel like that doesn't even exist anymore. The IP2 troll thing.
I think it all went downhill.
I don't ever see anybody coming in saying IP2 wins anything anymore. That kick had something to do with it too, because I think that before people used to kind of know that community as a community of people who were banned from Twitch from years ago. You know, and they used to do all this racist shit or whatever, so they would be relegated to YouTube or whatever other site. I think when Kick opened up this space, it broke up all the groups. There's no grouping of anything anymore. Even if you look at SJC is back trying to stream with everybody else on Kick. Like it's just not a thing anymore. I'll tell you the best piece of advice I can give to anybody. Don't lie on the internet. I mean, yeah, you probably shouldn't feel like you need to over-explain yourself either, but I would suggest not lying on the internet. That's done me pretty well. The reason why people still donate to me, the reason why I know people will still watch me even if they're not in my community anymore, the reason why, like, I can even have disagreements, fundamental disagreements, moral disagreements with people or whatever, but they will still have respect for me, is because I think that in the 6-ish years that I've streamed, I've always been honest with everything.
And I know this, like for a while, people, you would feel like people really, do you still feel like people to give you or donate to you out of fear? Or
never.
Not anymore? Or never?
Never.
Was there ever a time?
If there was ever somebody who I felt like was doing something like that, they wouldn't donate to me. Like there have been many a times where there have been, if I have an issue with somebody or I feel like they have an issue with me or there's something like that, I won't take money from them. Donators, then people have tried to charge back or stopped donating or whatever. I've definitely left a lot of money on the table.
Yeah,
just on principle.
But I get why some people feel like they can't talk about the truth of their life because they're so afraid that because people tend to twist things, like people like Willie and stuff. They love to twist, manipulate.
Like, I haven't taken money from you.
Right. I actually like the new content that you've been putting out. Your Discord's very clean. Like, to be honest, someone asked me if I would ever make a Discord, and I was like, no, I actually enjoy not being a server owner.
Yeah, no, it's a huge pain in the ass. Oh, Gross Out's your friend, isn't she?
We're not as close anymore.
Oh my god, you guys had a falling out? Okay, I'm sorry, we're not gonna talk about these things, but
Cody is still around. I freaking love Cody.
oh man.
She actually handled everything very well.
Oh, but you know, speaking of Cody, what about the one with no legs?
That's not Cody.
No, I know. Do you know who I'm talking about, though?
Your princess?
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah. Can we not talk about her?
Okay,
like, I don't know.
Sorry. Hands up. I didn't know my...
People do not like... I don't know why people like her. I'm like, Aaron did not like that girl.
I'm gonna just say this and I'll leave it there. If I was Aaron, Kiki would have scared me. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Like, trigger moment right here. She is. I got played by her. Remember when I went to you to?
No, you got played by Kiki, girl. Come on.
When I found out what she did, and I went to defend her to you, not knowing the situation, which is my fault because I inserted myself. I was back to combo.
Shocker. Never done that before, Crystal. It's okay. It's water under the bridge.
Well, I will, yeah, I just don't let people are like, yeah, she's like, this and that. I'm like, no, you don't know what she did.
I think Kiki's a lot smarter than she put on. I think she's...
That is true, Ganval, because when I told her
she's a mastermind.
She is. She is. Yeah. And that's what scares me. She plays this like, I'm not all the way there.
It's like, oh, I'm in a wheelchair. I have no legs. I'm in a hospital. I can't do anything.
Normal.
No way. She has her feet.
She has everything.
She has her feet.
When I sent her to you, she reached out to me like, thank you. And then I'm like, wait, this person's normal, like normal, like not,
She has her feet from the diabetes.
No.
Well, she had one, and then I think she recently got the second one. Oh, but did you see what happened with Bronwyn?
Oh gosh, she's a trigger too. Yeah, apparently she got a little. Yeah, I heard about Anita.
A little frisky. Hey, you can relate to that. You've been there before. You know what I mean? Like as one girl to another. You've had people post your stuff.
On live.
Wait, she was live doing that?
Yeah, that's what Anita was saying in the chat.
Wait, was she really? I gotta ask Anita that.
She was live. She also has said some pretty foul stuff that I do not support.
Well, we all know that, yes.
She said it more than once.
She was live on YouTube, Tina says. Oh my God, like on her own channel.
It's nice that, people get to see an interaction because I don't really do YouTube anymore. I don't really do Instagram anymore. So this is like the only way to really catch me. And I like it because it's more filtered.
Great excuse for me to go on TikTok. I like it too because it forces me to like be like inappropriate without like cursing,
It makes you have to be so well mannered.
I have to be like more emotive with things so that people understand what I mean, Lisa Lynn just joined my Discord and said, "Miss me, blocked me."
Dude, because they've been having this ongoing beef for so many years. And they both are like, really? You're going to choose her over me? And I'm like, didn't she say something dinosaurs didn't exist?
She thinks the moon is a big light in the sky.
I mean, I prefer Miss Me. But no, Lisa Lynn is really mean to Miss Me. Miss Me is my mod. Yes, Miss Me did that. But Lisa Lynn, well, what server are you in?
Oh, is she with your ops?
Little Willies and JED.
Oh yeah, she's always loved Wilbur.
And she always brings weird people because she has really bad taste. She sees just the looks, I feel like.
You think she has bad taste?
Yeah, like rough,
But like, have you seen her hair though?
That's bangs. I mean, it's a great catch name. She does got the bangs.
Is that even what they are?
Yeah. I think. I mean, bangs.
It's like you ever seen that movie Something About Mary when she puts the jizz in her hair?
Oh my gosh.
It's like she did that, but like
bangs is a good grab.
She looks like she stinks. Like it looks like her house stinks. Like straight up. I'm not talking bad. This is TikTok. What do you mean?
No, I get that. But I just feel like, she just came to watch, I think, and then she gets blocked.
Oh, she's blocked from the live? Damn. Not the live.
Yeah. The thing is, I understand why Miss Me did it, so she wouldn't relay it back to anyone.
True. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I get why Miss Me did it. And I don't disagree with Miss Me.
It's not good.
Cody said thank you for the shout outs from you both.
Aaron, it's Cody? Like,
Yeah, Cody Hill. She actually handled Aaron's passing very
Cody's
well.
A gangster. Cody got a fucking fatter criminal record than me, straight up.
Oh my god. Cody was not shy to tell me about that.
She's like a real.
She goes, I messed up. If you really think about it, when it comes to verse of streamers that were all like part of that, bro, it's really like me, you really left.
I think. What verse are you talking about?
When they invented the Carterverse and they put all of us like mainstreamers on it.
Carterverse, like
I mean, really, the only person that used to talk about was like Rocky Reina, but you got to understand, like, there's been a lot of passings and stuff, which I'm not going to mention the names, but a lot of the the stream.
Gia.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, like how a lot of them didn't make it because of the internet. And if they would have just got off, it would have been. I think if they got off the internet and didn't. I
don't know if we should blame the internet for what happened to those people.
Well, she would have been able to stay at her family's house if, she didn't get in trouble on the internet.
She would have been able to stay at her family's house if she didn't act like such a spoiled little idiot all the fucking time.
Let's see.
Like, what do you mean? She wanted to leave the house, to do corn, I have to say, on TikTok. She literally wanted to do that. And fucking, how do you code? What's the code for meth? I don't know. She wanted to do that too, whatever.
Yeah, I would say bang.
Yeah, whatever. Crystal. Haha, Crystal.
My gosh. Yeah, she.
Damn, your name's a drug. That's crazy.
Like, you're my drug. No.
So one of those, who the fuck has ever told you that?
There's certain men out there who literally talk like that. It's weird. Oh, like K. Simp.
Yeah, he would say that. Yeah, he would say that.
Okay, so why do you think he has an obsession with you? Like, why does he feel like he has to own you? Or own all these people?
I don't know. I'm currently rounding up as much data as I possibly can on quite a few individuals for a longitudinal case study, because it's not a isolated thing.
When he called your hairdresser pretending to be you, were you like, man, this man's crazy?
That never happened.
I had the clip of it.
He called the wrong place. But
it's not about who he called. It's the fact that he impersonated being you.
He tried. That is bizarre.
Because he impersonated my brother at one point. He pretended to be my brother harassing a family. And I'm like, hold up. You also impersonated Gam. Like, why can't you just be yourself? Why do you...
I focus more on the fact that he has, for a very long time, tried to portray himself as somebody who is capable of doing really scary, weird things. And then he said that he had done it, ruined my hair appointment or whatever the fuck. And I swear to you, what really happened was he just called the hair place, had no idea that it was. I don't know what.
I get that, but I'm just saying, isn't it weird that he would say
that side of the call and then made it seem like it did something when in reality nothing happened. So he just
no, it's just weird that he used your name. He pretended to be you, and he pretended he was in my garage. And he still harasses people's jobs and stuff. It's really weird. And then he uses other people's information instead of his own because he knows if he got caught, he'd get in trouble. Well, he's broken so many Oklahoma laws. I don't even think
his own information. Why would he be like, yeah, it's
But then online, he's like, yeah, this is me, blah blah blah. He never takes accountability that he has done this to himself. He harassed my landlord, never asked him to, found out from you. Then he goes around like, yeah, I did that. But then he'll lie about it, you know? Like, he lied about really having feelings for Harry Baby. I just feel like there's ties, he means well, but he's so manipulative. I stay away from him. He's just like they go through the same stuff.
Yeah, King's an odd duck.
He will always be one.
King
I
said,
don't think there's anything. I don't think him and I could ever repair any kind of friendship because there was none in the first place.
he said he was gonna wear my skin.
Yeah.
He said he was gonna make a suit out of me.
He said he's gonna go at me. Like, it's just his issue I have with him is he has this control thing and this manipulative side, like him like talking to Jay.
He's the one who engages with all these people so much.
So it is kind of my fault that I have done that. But since he's been away from me,
hold on. You still message Wilbur, like just to say like screw you. I know someone's saying this, but like you still do that.
Because him and King, and you know, they talk to each other and they play this little game like they hate each other when they don't, and it's really annoying. But since you banned King, I felt more peace.
He's actually not banned.
Oh, well, since he hasn't been there, it's been really nice. It's really nice, like, for once. I feel like I finally have some peace away from certain people. Hi, 905 Jason, the Revelation TV. Oh, yeah, even he was being framed.
Wait, 905 Jason, like Sharky 905 Jason. We actually made him cry.
Yeah,
like who made him cry? Like Tina made him cry, I think, right?
Yeah, but he's liked now. He got his credibility back.
Did he?
Yeah, he's doing really good. I think he just had surgery.
That's great. Good for him.
Sharky, who cares about that guy? He doesn't associate himself with those people anymore.
Good for him.
He has no beef with anybody, really. He remembers King being weird with him, the firecracker.
King is just a weird guy. Yeah. King allegedly, like, set off a mini explosive.
With all due respect, Ganval. See? He's a very respectful guy. He took a break. He had some health problems, took a break, came back, and he reinvented himself. Tell him good to see him. Good to see you, Ganval.
Oh, very nice. Cool.
So I noticed this. When Ganval put some kind of like law and order in his server, it's been nice. Because so many people in a lot of servers, they'll use it for content. People just like going at one person or whatever.
I don't know. I guess
it's not better now, though. It's not as bad. Because a lot of servers, they'll just stop like caring. And then I kind of feel like it's like a fresh new start in a way.
It takes time. Let me just put it that way. It takes time. The server that I have now opened, the night it opened, there were 600 immediate joins, and now there's over 200 after pruning, after God, I don't know how many months. It's been about like half a year now. It's like 6 months. And now
Nicole, why do you keep rejoining here after you literally messaged me the message you sent me?
But
have I spoken to the T person? No, I'm not going to mention that person either, but okay, user. If you're going to talk about someone, let's come on like an account, like that's not just user 893 blah blah blah.
Damn, they even make fake TikTok accounts for you, Crystal?
Yeah, they do it to you too.
That's great. Huh?
You weren't Bitno? It said Ganval's Truth, Bitno.
The fuck is a Bitno?
The TikTok account.
No.
It was King. Knew it. I had like an anime Asian thing on it, and I was like, King, if you think I know that's you, it's not Ganval. Like, why would Ganval be Bitno?
No, it could.
Or it would be Gamble's truth. Like he's so paranoid.
Ganval's truth.
Bit no.
So
It's a TikTok account. When I first started doing TikTok, that account started coming around a lot, and they would like stalk wherever I go. And I would ask King, "Is that you?" Because I don't think Gamble has the time to do that.
definitely accurate. Don't have the time to do that. Actually, I can't remember who it was told me that you were on TikTok. I didn't know. I think it was Anita, and you had been on TikTok for a while, and she was like, "You know where Crystal is? Crystal's on TikTok."
Yeah, I like TikTok. I like to meet new people and see kind of what they enjoy, their content, where it's not always about me. But I don't really like to do battles very often with people because it kind of makes me nervous because then that means I have to like really engage. But you're really good with engaging with people. I'm really good at just doing my own thing. Solo
I
shows.
don't know what you gotta do. Maybe you don't. Maybe maybe.
I think I love to do the singing and the dancing, even though it looks silly, but people enjoy it.
Well, let me put it this way. Like, I think that there's probably when people I don't know enough about TikTok, but I think that there's probably a thing to where when people battle, they maybe feel like they have to act a certain way in order to try to, get people to gift or whatever. I would say to just
The battles are fine. You just can't expect to always like have good. I've been a good sore loser lately because I really want to take my time.
good sore loser. You mean you've just been a good loser lately?
Lately,
You haven't been a sore loser.
but I took a 3 month, like almost a 3 month hiatus. So what do I expect? That's gonna put me back a lot.
There you go.
Because if I would be consistent for 5 months straight and set my broadcasts or my streams at a certain time to where everyone knows, but it's so spur of the moment. I'm very spur of the moment.
Yeah.
I don't really like to have a schedule because, it just depends on how I feel, right?
Right.
But I love, like, when I get up, like, I do my makeup, go on TikTok, and a lot of people enjoy my makeup streams. It's actually nice because then I feel pretty. And then I'm like, okay, now I can sing and dance. And if I don't want to, then I can go out and do something. I've been actually living real life more often.
So do you do dances on TikTok the same way that you used to on Instagram?
I would say I'm getting better
So you
at
just
it.
so you're just
Yeah,
the camera's
so many
live
people
and then
do
you
the
just put
dancing
music.
now. It's not just me. Have you seen the YouTube like dances like to NSYNC? Like there's like these girls that are amazing dancers, and they'll have the TV in the background to like NSYNC or whatever, and they'll just start dancing. Like it's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think I like dancing to NSYNC more than Britney actually. But honestly, I would say the baby one more time. I'm like I like to go back to the early 2000s, like when I was, with my sister and we would dance to it. It's kind of fun. It's a good workout.
I think that you dancing to Britney Spears will always be a community classic, Crystal. And nice to see you too, Jason. I'd heard that you had health problems. Glad you're not dead, buddy. Life is better.
So instead of working out in the gym, working out at home also does the same thing because look,
Oh, what are we doing now? Okay. All right.
I'm got muscles now.
Damn. It's like
I know. It's a nice transformation, right?
yeah, it's like in Parasite, you know how the mom like can throw the ball really far? Like it looks like you could do that. You should go outside and fucking
I
do
think people enjoy watching me when it comes to just dancing because of drama, and then people like to watch you because there is a little bit of drama and gossip. I mean, it does say gossip columns,
yeah.
and I think that this could actually be a good collaboration.
Yeah, whatever you say, Crystal. Whatever works. I'm just here to
Oh, this is the best live ever.
don't say it.
But I'm not going to say that. No, I'm just saying, no, it's kind of cool because this is what I wanted to do was just have.
Well, just a few years ago, you were screaming all those N-word things to try to make the wrong people happy. Can you believe it?
To be honest, I hung around the wrong crowd, and that's what got me in trouble. Because let me see, me trying to say what someone else said such a rough, I was stupid. I did take accountability, but then but you know what was funny, when I took accountability and they found out who it was directed to, and they're like, wait a minute, Kelly's white and she's making a big deal about it, that has to do with Kelly. And people were like, wait a minute, this is crazy.
Would you consider? Oh, and thank you, Jason. I appreciate that, man.
I mean, I don't.
Would you consider Kelly your mortal enemy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Why doesn't she focus that time to troll someone like Willie?
I actually don't disagree with that.
Why do they protect King, but then they go at me? And they believe everything King says, but King is a known liar. And I'm not saying I have much credibility, but I have more credibility than that guy. Like, he just tried to set me up with Jade, you know what I mean? No, you chose to be in a group chat with those people.
King Smith is one of the least credible people.
People say Kelly just tells the truth. That's not true. Kelly doesn't tell the truth all the time. And she hates being wrong. And if she's wrong, she won't ever admit it.
Thank you, Jay, for subscribing. I'm not sure if that's Jay. I have subscriptions on here.
That's probably JW. Yeah, she's loyal. I love her.
Yeah, no, she used to sub to my shit, but I also know that most of those people sub to me on Kick 2 or Patreon, so I can't keep up with all the damn subs. Jay, okay, but it makes her a king. Oh yeah, when you sub, it makes you a king.
Oh, but when you sub, you become a slay over here.
Oh, damn, I'm gonna steal that.
No. Is it okay? So if JW, she's in your chat because I freaking love her. Did she ever tell you when I was in my car, I started playing like one of her songs? And
really?
Yeah, and I was like, I like this, and I played it again. And
I should send you Anita's.
Anita makes me laugh. Anita.
Oh, you would play her if you play her song on your live all the time. I'll send you Anita's. She'll love it. Actually, she may never talk to me ever again if I did that.
I might, because the only time I really do the Instagram lives is if I'm driving, because you can't do that on TikTok. I'll leave the server. Anita gives you the approval to send it, and I can play it on an Instagram. Sure, why not? Send it to me. I'll listen to it on Instagram and be like, this is Anita's. I mean,
I don't even have it.
And you were singing in a mic with the church thing. Oh my God, the memes of that was viral. You went viral with that.
What happened? What?
You was like, it's going to be like a DX church night. And you started just singing into this microphone thing. Everybody was like clipping it. I was like, why do y'all need to clip it? Like, to go talk about it. Talk about it to him.
Right on.
I mean, I love when, like, so Dippy Bird, for instance, she'll show me like the stuff she saves for me and was like, this is so funny. And we'll have a great laugh. But what I think people are afraid is they'll clip something that they find funny, but instead of going to that person and be like, so I clipped this, like, what do you think? And where at it, it's so much different, but it's when they do it like unexpectedly. You're just like, okay, I thought this person was my friend. Why are they doing that? But when you actually give the full like details, then it makes sense. But people leave out the details a lot, and they'll just post it, and then you're like, are they against me? They're supposed to be my friend, kind of thing. It just doesn't make sense. But then, like, someone like Dippy Bird, she'll laugh and be like, you're just going off in chat, and then all of a sudden you spill your McDonald's and just everything, and just all went on the floor and everything.
McDonald's just got all over the floor?
And I was, like, trying to, like, play it off because I'm like, you know, this is karma. I just had my food just fell everywhere. And I'm like, I'll say, out of your community, Anita would be one of my favorite people.
Yeah, me too.
She makes me laugh. Like when you need a laugh or some advice, Anita is the one to go to.
She's really
I,
good.
when it comes to like lady stuff, I would say.
She's
Just
good about man stuff too.
yeah. I love
I don't know
how
why, but
she doesn't ever ask you to defend her. She keeps it herself, and she comes out with the proof. I like that about Anita. I think that's the one thing that when she makes
Anita
a positive.
never asked you to defend her.
I would
Not
say she
once.
made a positive influence in my life.
Really?
And she's always been kind of consistent, not messy. Um, I like Anita a lot. You know, there was times I had question be like, do you think you'll get in trouble because Gamble's like going to court and stuff? And she's like, Crystal, I would never put myself in that situation. I was like, you're right. This makes sense. Like she really knows how to like break it down, simple terms.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, she's not a rat. Like, you know, you can trust her.
Oh, of
Like, I
course.
remember when you graduated, you're like, yeah, she was fine. I was like, my boy, that's right. It's finally out there now. Like, she's not a good friend of yours.
Yeah,
You're really lucky to have Anita.
you're right. I am.
Like,
It
I
was
think Anita,
they were watching me graduate too. Like they found the live stream. There was a live stream of it, and they were all in the admin like chat, and they were watching me walk.
but that's the other thing, you know, and it's sad because you really did try to help Aaron and during certain parts of that in a way. And I see it now. And I'm like, you know, Gamble's very wise. He comes off kind of sometimes mean. And
Okay, wait, I could go with this, but help him how?
you try to help him take accountability for things to move on,
Yes.
kind of therapy.
Yes.
Then you would point out, okay, I see the issue, but if you here's some advice, just like a therapist would give you advice. Because think about it, a therapist, real life, trying to talk about the online world, they get very confused. And what are they going to do? Up your meds. Like they're going to go to your psychiatrist and they're going to like, do you need more meds? No, I don't need more meds. I'm very medicated. Okay, so for someone like you have credibility. When I came to you with some stuff and you gave me advice, and I'm not going to tell what advice you gave me, it made a lot of sense. Just be a normal person online. Try to not get triggered or react, kind of stuff. I think that a lot of people could learn from you.
Oh, that's very sweet of you, Crystal. Thank you.
I mean, I really do think maybe that psychology thing, you could use that as long as you keep those DMs private, but it's up to them it's up to that person to make those changes though. You know what I mean?
It always is.
But, you know, we're all human beings. Human beings, we mess up in life and we get back up. That's part of it, you know, you get knocked down, but I get up again. But you have to be held accountable at some point because if not, and people just let you get away with it, then you're never going to learn.
I'm so proud of you, Crystal.
You're welcome. I'm just saying, out of all people, you've really helped me a lot just with like the one incel or two incels. And they're really hard to get away from. And I will say, I put it up on myself. It is not Gamble's fault to fix. It is my fault. But I also know this as well. Just being in Gamble's Discord, you're gonna live your life again.
Oh, it's a hard sell. I wouldn't say.
I've learned to
Wouldn't
not go
say that.
like going live 24/7 is not normal. Like I get like sometimes I feel good and I'm like I just want to sing and dance all night. I get that. But not every day. It's not good to do every day. It's not good to be online every day.
Less is more.
And I'm learning that. And oh, thank you, Courtney. Look at you two vibing Arcane Optics. Hi, Arcane Optics. Woohoo.
When I
I
first
know.
started, I did the thing that everybody used to do. There used to be a thought in the community, in the broader community of people who streamed, that if you wanted to start and if you wanted to build a community, you wanted to do it as fast as possible, you had to have a schedule and you had to do at least 4 hours a day. And I used to stream 4 or 5 hours every single day, minimum.
A lot of TikTok streamers, they'll stream like 18 hours, and I'm like, I can't do it with my medicine and stuff. Like, I'll be sick for like 3 days straight, right? So I think like no one's ever going to understand the community we come from. They're not going to understand this person, that person, whatever. You talk it to a normal person in your real life, they're not going to understand, and they just think you're crazy. So I do think Gamble would be one of the best candidates when it comes to advice and like guidance. Do not go to other servers. Don't go to Willie. Like, just learn from my mistakes, I would say. Because
I would hope that people watching this, whether it's on my live or on your live, have no idea how to get into fucking Wilbur's or any of these people's servers.
Wilbur knows when to message people on Instagram. That's the problem.
Weird.
Because when people have those Instagram group chats, it becomes awkward. So when I come over here, he has no interest in it. That's why I came to TikTok. So a lot of people didn't even ask me why I came to TikTok. I came to TikTok because he was messing with Moldy. I didn't like that. He was messing with the women. I didn't like that. You get what I'm saying? I knew he's not going to be in here because...
So why do you consider Kelly your mortal enemy? Isn't it Wilbur?
They're both. Both. Because it's like, here's the thing. How can you like King and not like Wilbur when they do the same thing? You know, Kelly tried to say, you encouraged to be for them to mess with me, but that's not true. She's still messing with me till this day. So, you know, with Kelly, she likes an argument.
I don't talk to those people at all. They're both not
allowed. Kelly's all about, she tells the truth, but that's not true. And I get it. Like, she's like, well, why do you care what I have to say? I care when you interact with my real life. Like, why?
I don't know the details of all this, but I mean, again, you and her both are at my server, so that's something that I'm sure will be hashed out between you directly.
But whenever you did say, why? That was great, because that actually shut her up for once.
Well, that wasn't specifically my
the plan, but it helped. And then she was like, she needs a reality check that she's not better than everyone. That's all.
I have no thoughts on the matter, but I'm sure
I heard of her always blaming me for what Willie does. Like, go at Will. I'm not him. Go at him.
Well, the longer you keep yourself separated from
to be honest, she's the one that befriended Jade for so long. She did used to play these video games with Wilbur, and I would nuke the VCs, and she'd get so mad.
Who would play with Wilbur? Really?
Mm-hmm. And she's like, Crystal, you just ruined the fun. Oh, really? Did I ruin the fun? Or did I just ruin the fun for Willie?
Well, I guess you would know better than anyone.
Yeah. But it is nice. So here's how Willie works. As long as you don't accuse him of a lie, he won't make a lie on you. As long as you don't really bring him up, he'll leave you alone. But then there's other people that are incels like him, and you're like, wait a minute.
There's another way that he works too. See, because
the voice recordings.
No.
Voice changers.
You know how you said something like, if you don't make up a lie about him, he won't make up a lie about you. There's this other thing with that little guy, is that
your credibility is shot now.
No. You can sell the truth about him, and then he will make up a lie about you in response.
What I gave up on is, you say you're my friend, yet you live in Canada, you know King stuff, right? And you say you're my friend, but you're not really protecting me,
King Smith doxed Julia In
Yeah.
Crystal Ann's chat?
Yes. And then attacked me. Yes. That's why Julia gifted you, probably. Yeah. He did it to the people that would gift me, like, because he'd be like, "If you,"
Oh, you didn't have him banned? Is he doing it on alts? Is he what is?
oh, he has so many accounts. Julia, how many accounts would you say he has? At least 10 that we've calculated. He attacked some girl in a different country.
How recent was this?
Since I've been on TikTok, so within the past like 6 months.
No, I'm just trying to.
Kelly will be like, no, not the address. She didn't dox her address or anything. Like, it was King's way of proving how he can either save everyone. And I'm like, that's not how you treat people. You don't do that to say you can save them.
Story thickens. She said she gifted me because she likes me. She said, I don't know, but you didn't defend her. She says you didn't.
I did defend her, but then I would bring them back is the thing. But here's the thing. She doesn't know that Bout to Clout is with those people. Bout to Clout and King are friends. So what do you expect? I was upset with that because I thought she was going to have my back when I did defend her for that. And Kelly actually said that Julia doxed herself, and that wasn't cool because honestly, I can't.
Amy says that you were BFFs with Wilbur 2 weeks ago.
Nope. But I think it's funny that King.
I believe that. I think that you were talking to Wilbur like 2-ish weeks ago.
No, the last time he spoke with me was he tried to ask me something on a Saturday after February 6th. I stopped talking to him February 6th. February 6th is when I actually
yeah.
But when he did message me about you, I did defend you to him. And that's and you know what? When he blocked me, I was like, that's me winning.
Damn. He blocked you?
For defending you.
No way.
Yeah, I was actually happy with that.
Oh my God, I must have hurt his little feelings so much.
It did.
Yeah.
And he called me like, are you an idiot? And I'm like, no, you're just trying to start a beef that I have nothing to do with.
Oh, I'm well aware, BZ, I know, unfortunately. But see, this is what I was just telling her, is that what she needs to do is not continue engaging with him.
Exactly. Yeah. But here's the thing.
But, you know, who knows?
The people in the group chat with him, y'all can easily exit out or y'all can be there. Like, I'm not
involved. But we're concerned about the other people. I mean, people add me to group chats all the time. It takes me a minute to fucking leave. I've been in group chats with Wilbur before, and everybody knows I fucking hate the kid, but... Yeah,
well... I was defending you to Wilbur several times, and I told him, do not mention you, that you don't really mention him. The only reason why we're bringing him up is because he freaking mentioned you. But here's the thing. People on Instagram, if y'all choose to like someone like him, just know you're going to have a headache for a while.
Well, see, he was like...
Because he doesn't care. He only cares about himself.
My thing is, like, who the fuck on TikTok knows a fucking Wilbur? Who knows who he is? Like, you're the one bringing attention to him.
You know how King is when he goes on a live. He'll just start...
That's King, though. I'm talking about Willie.
Well, I had to explain to King one day on my live, Wilbur doesn't even watch this stuff. Like, why are you bringing him up? Like, your base... I get why I'm bringing him up.
More so having one or two other little people like clip stuff and send it.
There's just certain people who pretend to be your friend and they're not your friend, and I don't like those people. What it is it's gaslighting. It's manipulation. It's a form of manipulation because they're not dogs. Everybody else to fight their battles, and that's not cool. That's not a real man.
Damn, Crystal. Amy said a month ago you told her to leave DX because we're all bad, and that Bruce also died?
Because Jade put stuff in my head.
Who?
People were saying that you hacked like Harry Baby's phone and stuff. So yeah, I was a little worried. But then I come to your server and I'm like, wait a minute, that didn't happen.
I Harry Baby's phone.
iPhone. And try to
I called her. I just called her dad and left a message.
apparently you hacked Harry Baby's iPhone and almost changed her password. So yeah, I was a little concerned because I was like, I didn't know if it was true or not. I was like, Blue Skies, you have a, I mean, you have a family. I wouldn't want to be around that. Like if that's really going on, but I didn't know.
A mustache. I got a hat and a mustache. I don't know
Yes, I did tell Blue Skies that because of the info that I was getting, and I was like, whoa, this seems kind of dangerous.
Uh-oh. Smith joined.
Don't put him on your don't put him as a guest. He will do whatever to try to get you nannered.
No, I'm not gonna pull him on. I got 14% of battery left. But he says, hey, happy Freaky Fridays.
So, King, while you're over there, care to explain why you love to be other people?
Apparently he's here to talk to Julia. That's weird.
Oh, is he listening on the other side? Hello from the other side,
I never doxed her. She came at me with a girl named Miss Callie.
So wait a minute. You also
your phone goes deep. I should have gotten in on this earlier. This is funny.
Oh yeah, this is from like day one, the first week. He goes, if you threaten me with like, oh, you're gonna bring the FBI to me. Well, you're doxing people. You're threatening people. I become accountable because they're like, wow, this is a danger to my life. King, you're a danger to people's lives, unfortunately. When you do that. You got to take accountability for your actions too. Just saying. I've never heard you take accountability fully, King. Julia did nothing to you when you doxed her. She doesn't really hang out with Callie either. That's where you're confused.
We'll say this, King, for the sake of whatever, since I'm never on TikTok and I don't really have anyone banned here, you can say what you want right now, but please don't dox anyone because I will ban you. I don't want you thinking that you could just do that here if you did that to her or anyone else.
It's not cool. And the problem, and I had explained to Julia, I can't control that. Like, he's done it to me, like in my family. Like, who calls somebody's like family on Christmas? That's just weird. Maybe that's where I fell because I would block him and then unblock him because you know how he likes to.
Well, she said specifically here, she says that she was one of your biggest supporters until you started focusing more on haters instead of your supporters.
So you know what, Julia? I will agree with you on that. When I have more of a positive live, people tend to support me more. There are times where, I agree with you, Julia, on that one. You're right. But it helps me grow. So you can't hold a grudge on me.
Oh God, you should have just stopped talking there, Crystal. You were doing so good.
No, because I want to learn from people to grow and continue growing. Because I would restart. Because here's the thing. I don't want to keep having these kind of problems, you know what I mean? I don't want to have people feel backstabbing me or they don't really understand the full situation.
Hold on. King, you've been doing this shit for years now, bro. Like, you're like 40 or like 50 shit. Like, it's crazy. Like, when are you gonna get to the point where you don't take like a comment from a random person personally? Like, you take everything so personally. Like, if one person in chat is fucking, you'll go and dox them and post their address or whatever, be like, you mentioned me.
Like, who cares if you're going to be online?
What kind of a man does that, bro?
Ignore it.
King, you have never been doxed by anyone. It's all
King, we don't even know if that's even your name.
Oh, God.
You
No,
told
but
me
no, no, no,
that
no. I agree with this. Look, he goes, I've never doxed no one all my life. Prove it. I believe that out of all the things that you said, I agree with you. You just have pretended for like 5 years to be like a huge doxer and
No, he doxed my neighbor.
but you don't actually.
You know, he did my neighbor. He harassed his wife and her family tree, like down her family.
No.
Yes, there's proof.
Dang. True. Like he goes, okay, let's go with that almighty G. You know what I did to you, so whatever. To me, dog, you never did a thing to me ever.
And you also say, "Oh, King, how do you own Ganval?" Retire, King. You're not retired.
Look at me shaking in my little space boots. He's been retiring for 2 years, but anytime anybody says he's a loser in a chat, I'm out of retirement, guys. Like, nobody cares, bro. You're not like a good troll, you're just annoying. It's so disheartening to see people behave the same way for so many years. Even Crystal acts more maturely now. And you do the same stupid shit. Like, bro, that's so ridiculous. Not that Crystal's perfect. She was talking to Wilbur 2 weeks ago, but still.
I have seen people attack you, Crystal. I have been in your lives many times, and I have seen people. Debbie. Well, it happens to Gamble too. I just never really talked about it to each other in front of everyone because of who I was around. And that was already like the biggest downfall when it came with the Gamble situation was because. And I get why he didn't like Aaron, and I get that. But you have to understand.
Hey, what do you mean? I loved Aaron.
But no one wanted him to be off, like gone. And, well, he did it to himself. And that's not fair. It's not fair that, I have a lot of problems just for being because I was his friend because he used me. He definitely used me to fight his battles.
Julia, be careful. Be careful. If you at King Smith too many times, he may just teach you a lesson.
So that's where she messed up in my time. I was like, Julie, do not respond.
No, but she's not messing up. That's the thing is he's nuts for acting that way. Like
exactly. No, I agree with you, Gamble. I agree. But that's the thing. He's such a child who'll just do that. But then when they try to question him or anything or try to get him calm down or be like, I've not done anything to you, so why are you doing this? Well, because you did this. Like so childish. It's almost like tattletale. Well, because you said this about me and because you did nothing to me, well, I'm going to show you what I'm made of. Why am I talking to Gamble is going to be King's, like, in his brain. Why is Crystal on live with Gamble? Well, let's see. He's not attacking me. That's number one. Because people want to feel safe. He's not trolling me.
Aww.
Well, he's being a normal person. So, King, I challenge you to be a normal person for at least 48 hours, 72 hours.
Good luck with that.
Because I do want the best for you, but I think that you going in circles and circles trying to find ways to manipulate a situation to try to blame me for something that you're already...
That's like telling him to stop being gay. Like
I don't know why he feels the need to do that. Why do you feel the need to dox people when they've done nothing to you? Because from what I remember, Julia really did nothing to you.
he just wants to belong.
Okay, please explain that. Like
That's what he said to us.
I don't get that. That doesn't make any sense. Like he wants to be alone.
He said that shit after he was like saying, you know what I'm gonna do to you, Gamble. What? Why are you doing this to me, Gamble? I just want to belong. Aren't we in a cult?
Oh yeah, because he was like, man, he was like a brother to me. And I'm like, why are you crying?
No, I wasn't. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's not true at all. That's so weird. And like, Oh, we got age restricted. That's my fault. It's because I called him gay.
It's okay. I can always. It's fine. I canceled it. I can put it on age restricted. I
Look,
think.
the problem with King is it's it's rude to my friends to even let him go around saying I was like a brother to him. Like, never happened. King and I never spent more than a few minutes in a voice call.
But the thing is, this is how King operates. He'll say, "Oh, I'm on the phone with the bank. If I found out that y'all mess with my bank, I'm gonna accuse you to dox you," kind of thing. That's manipulation. So for the longest time, the reason why Wilbur was in my life for so long was because of King. They both would mess with me, and I'm one.
I don't know how the hell that math problem makes sense.
I also was afraid to even go to Ganval for help. I was afraid to go to anyone for help, and that was my. Uh-oh. What the heck? Yo, that's messed up. Hold on. I'm going to end my live. Hold on. That's messed up. No. For real? Yes, Anita. That's what happened. Oh, gosh. All right, y'all. I'm going to end my live. Yeah. All right. We may have to take this on YouTube. Okay. He got in trouble. He got reported for hate speech. Like, what the heck? Hold on. It showed it on my end. No, Ganval you got reported for hate speech. Okay. Well, I think it's just a temporary thing. So, all right. I didn't do anything. Yeah, what Anita said. What you said. So that's why I went ahead and modded you, Ganval, because that's not cool. Man, we were just having a conversation. That's crazy. All right, well, okay. All right, yeah, that's messed up. See, this is what he would do to me. See, but now you can see what he does. He acts like a little child. Our whole point meant, exactly, Anita, that. But Julia, well, Ganval is a mod, so hopefully that helps. Hopefully we'll do this again some other time. I'm not sure how long. I mean, he might have a temporary like nanner for like 15 minutes or something. I'm all about the clout join. Hi, but anyways, bye. It's 9:42 p.m. I was on here a lot longer than I thought. All right, cool. Thanks, Ganval. Yeah, that sucks. That was not my intentions. I really thought he would be a grown-up, but okay. All right, bye.